Hello.
We are days away, less than a week away from the very big day. Creators Update.
Although today is kind of a big day.
A pretty big day.
How's that?
So if you really want to get Creators Update today, you can go get it right now. Right. Microsoft says if you're a tech-savvy individual not afraid of using their migration tool to go get it, you can go get it.
If you paid absolutely no attention to the problems that we had with the anniversary update, please take the next one. This one's going to be great.
And if you have an MSDN or a TechNet subscription, you also can go get Enterprise, Education. What was the other one? IoT. All of those are on MSDN right now as of this moment. So you don't really have to wait till April 11th, but April 11th is the day when it starts rolling out to normal.
It'll appear as an update starting then.
Yeah, Joe, you reminded me. Sorry to interrupt real quick. They've talked about this release, obviously, for PCs, for phones. They've talked about it for Service Hub. You just mentioned IoT. But the one thing they have never discussed, to my knowledge, at least to my memory, is HoloLens. Have they ever said when the Creators Update for HoloLens will arrive?
I don't believe so. I do not believe so. And Xbox, it's already there, right?
Yeah, it shipped. I know it shipped last week, I think, or the week before, whatever that was.
Yeah. So, if you're one of those people who just cannot wait, you should go get it now.
What does that mean, though? How is it a media creation tool, ISO?
Yeah, it is the media creation tool. Although, remember, you could also go to the Windows Insider download page and just download the ISO, right? If you want to do a clean install or whatever. You can do it that way, too. So I had written an article a week or so ago about getting it right away. And at the time, the ISO was the one way. We knew on April 5th this would be the next way. And then, of course, the general release is next Friday?
April 11th. So that's
next Tuesday. Sorry.
Tuesday. Yep.
And then you just said that, MSDN and TechNet have it now as well. Right.
But if you are looking for it on Volume Licensing Servicing Center or whatever they call it, VLSC, not till May 1. So if you're a volume licensee, you cannot get it till May 1.
Interesting.
And not for HoloLens ever.
Well, HoloLens must be getting it, right? Because they're trying to keep everything in sync now and have everything share that one core. Yep.
Xbox is out.
I have not heard when to get it. Yeah.
Every time, I have to ask Chris Capicella this, because every time you guys say HoloLens, I think of the T.S. Eliot poem, The Hollow Men.
Right.
And I was just looking, and this is how it begins. We are the hollow men. We are the stuffed men, leaning together, headpiece filled with straw. Do you think that this was an inside joke at
HoloLens is a lie.
Headpiece
just
filled
like the cake
with straw. Shape without form, shade without color. Paralyzed force gesture without motion. Chris Capicella's got to answer this question.
He will.
Get him on the horn.
There's some literature major in the Microsoft codename department.
Yeah,
pulling a fast.
Have my people call his people. I want to know what's going on here.
Would you please, please? All right. So enough of this literary
illusion.
Side note, but Creators Update April 11th. Would you? I mean, I guess you know who you are. The people who will run out today and get it, right?
I'm saying no.
I've installed it on all my computers because I'm an insane person. But
no, and you know why you should wait though? Remember, they're going to throttle this rollout, and they're going to deliver it to devices that they are sure or closely sure are going to be able to handle it. So if you have something, say like the Acer S7, that I don't know if that ever even updated to the last version of Windows 10.
And a good thing, probably.
Yeah, the reason they hold it back is maybe there are drivers that don't
It's a driver issue,
right?
Yeah, I have an HP that didn't get it until January.
Yeah, so unless you really are a technically savvy person, I would say do not run out and get this.
I thought what you were going to say was the reason you don't want to install this right now is because Paul just said he installed it on all of his computers.
Well, that's another good reason, but yeah.
Did you, Paul? Did you really?
Yeah.
You didn't even leave one for just in case?
Well, I mean, I have 200 computers in there, so
You couldn't
it's
possibly install on all of them. Right?
The ones that I'm using. And
right.
So and then, by the way, that's not 2 or 3. It's like several. So wow. I've installed it on a bunch.
And
but
it worked fine.
Yes. And this is the thing. If you could find the show in early August, I think I mentioned this before, where we were talking about how we've heard very little in the way of error reports or problems with the anniversary update. And obviously that thing went spiraling downward. But my experience with this lately, 15063 point whatever, has been excellent across the board. I should plug in a Kindle to make sure nothing explodes, but so far so good.
Yeah.
You're referring to the weird bug with the Kindle.
And my webcam is working fine, right? That was a big issue. I mean, it's working.
That's
I
right.
should say. I don't know.
It broke. That's a couple of things that the anniversary update messed.
What was good to see this week was Donna Sarkar posted a picture of them plugging in every kind of peripheral they could find in the build labs.
They learned their lesson.
That was a little.
You guys tried the Kindle, right?
Dramatic.
This is the reliability theater thing, right? In other words,
it is.
We're going to make sure the last thing doesn't happen again.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. We know that was kind of a bad experience. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this theory. I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast, but I wrote this somewhere that in the context of, sorry, because we have a story later. Actually, this is coming up, but I think they're going to roll this thing out more quickly than they say they are. I think their goal this time around is to underpromise, right, and overdeliver.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to that in a moment. But I think because of what happened last time, they're being conservative, which makes sense. But I think their real goal is to be able to come back in a few months and say, surprise, we did a great job.